I just got onto one of my social media accounts and I saw my sister posting something for Father's Day, and if you don't know, my dad actually passed away nearly 10 years ago. Next year is gonna hit the 10-year mark, so that's a decade without my dad. I think I have finally reached a point where I don't cry about it anymore, and I don't miss him, and I know that might sound bad, but the reason why I don't miss him is because I know I've seen him in my dreams many times, and to me that's an indicator that I know where he is, and I've spoken to him sometimes in my dreams, and I know that it might sound insane to someone who doesn't believe in like the afterlife or anything like, or spirits or anything like the dreams that we have. They could be a gateway to our dead, passed away loved ones, but I know in my heart that it's real because of how those dreams were and how vivid they were, and how those dreams came to me at a time when I really needed to talk to my dad. So I don't feel like he's gone, you know? He's just a dream away. And that realization opened up a lot of doors in the confines of my head, in the confines of my mind. It made me realize a lot of things about reality. And one of my favorite things is that we are basically just in a dream, you know? This is all a dream. And I mean, okay, I hate to talk in absolutes, but it does make a lot of sense that this is just all like a dream. But I don't know what to say exactly, except that I think in today's world, like, the role of the father, it's so like underrated. Father figures, fathers, men who are dads, you know, like, their role is so important. And the father in a family is the symbol of the divine or wounded masculine. And I think that's what I decided, like, to focus my energy on and just think about for Father's Day. Like, whether you have a good relationship with your father or a bad relationship with your father, if you do have a good relationship with your father, then that's great. But if you have a bad relationship and you think that you can heal it in some way, that it is something that you can fix, like a relationship in your life that you can fix, I think it's so important too, because the father represents masculine energy, and if you heal that relationship that is the symbol of masculine energy, you can tap into your divine masculine energy. And I know that might sound a bit difficult to wrap your head around if you don't actually have like the proper context of what divine masculine energy is in the spiritual term, not just like in a political, like toxic masculinity like way. I don't know, I couldn't think of the proper word for that, but the symbol of the father, if you have a good relationship with your father, then you can become a healthier version of the divine masculine, and so can they. And the importance of having a good relationship with both your parents, actually, is not looking at them as your mother or your father, but looking at them as a human being who has gone through life living a certain way, being brought up in a certain way, being raised a certain way. They've gone through all of these things that you probably have no idea about, you know? Like, their father showed them what it means to be like a man or a woman, a father or a mother. And because past generations, they never really took like trauma work and spiritual healing seriously, that is reflective of the behavior of like the wounded masculine father or the wounded feminine mother, or the wounded masculine mother, because both mother and father have masculine and feminine energy inside of them, and so on and so forth. So the day I lost my father, I was 18 going on to 19. He died 2 weeks before my birthday. I just remember being so angry at people. I had so many emotions that day. I was so angry at people who just gave their parents so much shit, you know? And I was so angry at the world for not allowing me to have a relationship with my father bloom, because a year before he died, I was just like kind of outgrowing my teenage phase, my shitty attitude and stuff, and I was growing up a bit more, and my dad and I were starting to connect, you know? We were starting to talk about our favorite songs, sit in the garden together, and he was telling me about the flowers he likes. And yeah, a year later, he's just gone, you know? And I'll never forget that night when the doctors broke the news to us, you know? I sat on, like, at my window, crying to one of my best friends, who also came to the funeral. And we're not friends anymore, but oh well. Um, yeah, so I was like probably the most emotional about my dad passing away because I feel like he was like the safe space that I had here, like at home. Like, um, back then, my relationship with my mom was a little bit rocky. Um, she was a lot more strict than my dad. Um, but I mean, in some ways, she was a lot more strict with uh, me than my dad was. But yeah. So if you also, I wanted to say, if you've lost a father, um, then and you have to like sit through Father's Day thinking about all of that. I'm really sorry for your loss. Um, I know it's hard right now, but truly, like, explore and heal, and when you're ready, you will be okay again. But if you haven't lost your father, uh, cherish your time with him, you know? And if you don't even know your father, get to know him, you know? Like, even if, I don't know who could be watching this, but even if he bailed out on you, and he abandoned you and your family, and just try to recognize that he's still a human being who just probably was going for his own stuff, you know? And you might not think that that's an excuse, but it is an excuse. Like, a father is just a human being at the end of the day. Try to like heal your relationship with both your parents if you can. That's all I have to say. And if you like this message, give it a like. Subscribe for more vlogs and more travel vlogs that are coming up, and more sit and talks like this. And I hope that you guys have a lovely day or night. Bye.